I bet on the team that is executing. I see them perform. I buy into their vision. Of course, you also want to see the customers and the trajectory, and Rootly has that going for them as well. But in the end, I need to believe that they're going where I need them to go, where I believe the product needs to be. And I've been impressed by the Rootly team and their ability to get there. So, hi, I'm Santi. I'm Argentinian, born and raised. I'm an engineer by trade. I spent the majority of my career building software or running it in production. I moved to San Francisco back in 2010. I spent almost a decade and a half living there, for the most part, working at early stage companies. I started Blameless as my very first startup, and now I'm on my second journey, Momentum. Back in the day, the biggest challenge you had was a lack of knowledge and skills. The people running software in production have a certain set of skills. They know how to use all the shell commands. They know how to log in into all the servers versus the people who built it. The problem is the people who operated it didn't really know how the software was built and didn't have the time when production is down at 3 a.m. to go read the code and understand the software. So the industry went towards, okay, let's bring the responsibility to the people who build the software. That makes the most sense. Mm-hmm. And now I think Gen AI gives us the ability to build up that knowledge of operating software, of running commands in the terminal, or of using whatever tech you have in place to operate in production, and also facilitating a lot of the testing, the planning, the analysis. So it should streamline the process. I don't think it's ultimately going to replace humans. It's just too important of a job to not have your top engineers keeping an eye on what's happening and supervising. But I think perhaps the right person alone can handle a situation versus in the past, having a team of 10 people doing investigations all in parallel. All of them would take minutes, if not hours, to complete. You can now run an army of agents that will do it all for you in a couple of minutes, and you're almost like a maestro in the orchestra, making sure everything goes according to plan, and then you make the final decision before changes are applied. We're working with Rootly at Momentum. We're operating our system using Rootly software. It's a space that I keep close to my heart, and I've been watching. And because of my role in the past, I've met pretty much every team and every founder who's decided to build incident management and build into SRE over the years. And I met JJ on the team, and I really like the approach they're taking. I think they're at the vanguard, so we decided to go with them. It's a matter of velocity, your ability to build these days, because it's a space that is getting influenced and modified by Gen AI so strongly. I think looking at specific features in the products today is not that useful. I think it is more about knowing the team and understanding their ability to execute and build the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next 9 months. That is going to make the whole difference. If you pick the right team, in 12 months, all of the products, at least the ones that are on point, will be completely different than what they were 6 months ago or what they are today. So picking the right team, picking the right philosophy, and of course, anchoring it strongly on Gen AI is the right way to pick a winner. So that's what we use. I love the Blameless team, and I've engaged with the 500 team in the past as well. I think, when it comes to running your own product, and putting your own business on somebody's shoulders, just meeting them sadly today, I believe that they're not at a point of where innovation is at its fullest. And when you're making a bet on keeping your production up and running, your operation available at all times, I thought I should make a bet on a team that I thought was at 110% every day, that could follow the trends and execute a lot of the vision I'm describing as fast as possible. Because if the right team gets there in 3 months, versus a team that is, moving a little slower, gets there in 9 months, that is 6 months that I have a delta of my operation running on something that is suboptimal, that is beyond the kind of cutting edge of what technology can do today. And, as it turns out in 2024, 2025, technology is changing a lot. And what it can do can have a big difference. For us, it's about how many engineers we hire, how many people we need to wake up at 3 a.m. So I'm not willing to wait that extra 6 months to go with a team that I knew before. I want to go with the team that I think is right.